Hello out there. How you doing? Jeff D, AIMC for our Saturday health and wellness tip for you, live by Chichituit Lake on this beautiful, sunny, warm August morning. And like I always say, I did come from the gym this morning, did some shoulders, some triceps, and some abs. Feeling great. I tell you, it's like my drug, right? It's working out. And, I always say to myself, the biggest thing with working out and eating healthy, taking the right supplements, and just educating yourself is consistency. Always being consistent. Now, everyone makes fun of me because I have this old weight belt that I bought in the mid 80s, I think, 1980s, that I still use. And I look at it and I always say it's consistency. So that kind of leads to this week's topic. I could have, and off to the pharmacy I go. Now, try to be a little twist there. The twist is, we've talked about this in past videos about sick health versus optimum health. Now, we're only put on this earth once, right? Once, right? We always talk about the dash. You're born, you die. What do you do during the dash? We've had videos about that in the past. But what I see a lot out there is we end up resorting and holding off what's good for us, and then eventually we have symptoms, and then eventually we go see a doctor, and then we go to the pharmacy to get some pills. Some common scenarios is you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, or you have inflammation in your joints. We talked about that last week a little bit, but we've talked a lot about joints lately. But you end up having a symptom. But what led up to that symptom? That's the biggest thing to always think about. Deep down inside that you need to do something, right? In order to be, preventative maintenance, it's kind of like your car and changing the oil. You have to change the oil of your car, or else your car doesn't run. Case in point, you need to take care of yourself. You should take care of yourself. You could take care of yourself. You know it. All it takes is taking that action to do the right things to have a healthy, happy life. Big, big difference, right? Because what ends up happening is, and I talk to people all the time, not to pick on anyone in general. I talk to friends and family and colleagues, and they're like, "Yeah, Jeff, I want to go get those vitamins that you got." Yeah, I want to join you at the gym. Maybe next week I'll join you at the gym or something. You should have, you could have. There's no excuses. 168 hours in a week. Believe me, you can make time to be healthy, right? What ends up happening? The next week they're like, "Oh man, I had to go down to CVS and pick up some high blood pressure pills." Right? Now you're resorting to pharmaceuticals to take care of a symptom when all you really needed to do was do the right things preventatively, and then you won't have those symptoms. Now, not to say I'm a Joe Perfect over here, but I go to the doctors every year. I have a physical, and basically, I have blood work done. I don't have any issues. What do I do? What do I do differently as a 54-year-old guy? I do the preventative stuff. I know I have to. I should, I could. You know what? And off to the gym I go. Right? That's what's the difference there versus the pharmacy. You don't want to go to the pharmacy all the time. I see it all the time if I'm in CVS or a place like that, and you see people getting their pills. They don't look like the healthiest people in the world. They didn't do the right things, right, to be healthy. Now I know there's people out there, you have genetics from families and all that. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You could do something about it. You really could. Something led to the condition that you're in, that you had to resort to pharmaceuticals to take care of a symptom, aka sick health versus optimum health. So that is my tip for the week. It's a kick in the butt. It's a kick in your butt today that, you know what? I don't want to hear this anymore that I'm going to do this sometime in the future. You got to do something now. You should, and you could. You could take action. There's no excuses there. And you know what? You're not going to go to the pharmacy, pharmacy anymore. You'll go to CVS to get a pack of gum instead. All right, so that's it. That is this week's tip, a little kick in the butt tip for you. Hopefully it'll get you going. I love to get you going. I love to help you out. You know I'm here for you. Jeff D, AIMC Health Solutions.com.